It's the 26th of April 2026. Thank you for joining us. Welcome to Light TV Main News. Quote of the day: Rely on God daily, He never fails. The headlines: Kalaba welcomes Bangwe, Mashawa in Serenge operation. Young elite ladies climb to second in ZPL Women's Southern Zone. And suspect arrested after shots fired at Washington Hilton Hotel. With the news in detail, my name is Joel Chisompola. Vice President Mutade Nalumango yesterday paid a courtesy call on Her Royal Highness Mukwaye Mbuyu Imuiko at Wambi Palace in Nalolo ahead of the 2026 Kwamboka ceremony. She also toured flood-affected areas in Senanga and Sioma, where she met displaced families and assured them of continued government support. Mrs. Nalumango reaffirmed government's commitment to improving livelihoods and supporting vulnerable communities.
To ensure that the districts that were affected were helped. More than half the country was affected. Sometimes when you are in your village, you think you are the only one, or in your district. The effect went to over 80, about 86 districts had no food. But Kacheno, hakuna utimezi itaya. Kacheno, hapana This is your leader. I think there is a lot we can talk about colleagues here. Yeah, there is a lot that you, as Zambians, Kwasenanga, you need to be proud of about your government and the leadership of
Citizens First Party President Harry Kalaba has welcomed former diplomat and ex-ZNBC journalist Bangwe Nabile Chisenga alongside Serenge aspiring MP Aubrey Mashawa into the party during an event dubbed Operation Dismantle Serenge. Mr. Kalaba also received former councillors Esther Mukupa of Mweshi Ward and Peter Mukosha of Chisomo Ward. He praised Bangwe's development record, citing education and health projects, while urging renewed focus on infrastructure, schools, and clinics in Serenge. The new members pledged to strengthen citizens' first structures, with Bangwe stating the party is poised for electoral success in the upcoming polls.
Bangwe, your record is unmatched. And you stand out as a leader who has delivered even before being elected into parliament. While representing the country abroad, you personally began projects and developed projects from your own pocket. Again, underscoring the fact that you don't have to wait until you get elected for you to begin giving to the community. I think that's a very great gesture. In education, you provided a boho at Chivale School. You also built a classroom. You've also built classroom blocks at Kalela, Moenda, and Chisomo. You refurbished facilities at Kabwe Kupela and Mailo. You donated desks to Chimbaya School and consulted an exam.
Eastern Province Minister Peter Simon Piri has commended Sinda District for notable progress in constituency development fund projects. The minister inspected key works including 2 executive houses, a civic center, and a mortuary under the CDF program during a tour in Sinda District. He praised the quality and pace of construction, saying the projects reflect government's commitment to improving local infrastructure and service delivery. Sinda Town Council Secretary Mary Chongo said the projects are expected to be completed and commissioned before mid-year and will greatly improve public services in the district. We take our first set of commercials. I'll be right back.
Postal Connect Fund with the Postal Webster Jalila and Prophetess Trish hereby presents the Elroy Christian Business Summit 2026 with the theme Engaging Emerging Manufacturers for Wealth Creation. This summit will be held on the 27th to the 29th of May 2026 at the Charles Conference Center in Minwood area in Ibex Hill. The Elroy is one of a kind business event that will bring together individuals and businesses including high-profile business owners, Zambian micro, small, medium enterprises and emerging local manufacturers and suppliers, hundreds of retailers and shop owners and distributors, agri-business leaders, church ministry leaders and youth. The summit will build capacity in the following areas: engage and network emerging manufacturers to strengthen local products and brands, engage hundreds of retailers to unlock markets for local products and brands, upscale business revenues for small businesses, upscale and equip emerging micro manufacturers with industry success models, unlock biblical approaches to kingdom business on the Zambian business terrain. Presentations will be unlocked by highly exposed and anointed Zambian and foreign speakers from the church and related business industry. Furthermore, the Elroy team will engage you with practical and innovative industry solutions, with deep understanding of the manufacturing industry, to forge and advance your emerging manufacturing and distribution business through God's words and prayer engagements in the fire power environment. The program will run daily from 8 hours to 17 hours. Lunch and transport will be provided during the summit. To attend, quickly get your ticket now, as space is limited. Information is power. For more details, call us on.
You can contact us on 0979 202577 and also 0973 921 613. And then the other last one is 0978 713 737.
See you at the Elroy.
Welcome back. Thank you for staying tuned. We continue with the news. The Department of Immigration has apprehended 111 suspected illegal immigrants in separate operations in Vubi District and Livingstone. In Vubi, 101 individuals, including 92 Malawians and 5 Mozambicans, were picked up during a cleanup exercise with screening currently underway. Meanwhile, in Livingstone, officers intercepted 10 Somali nationals near Victoria Falls border control, allegedly en route to Zimbabwe through Mukuni Gorges. A Zambian national identified as Nzala Sibanje has also been apprehended for allegedly aiding the group while investigations continue. Vice President Mutalena Lumango has called on Zambians to uphold unity, love and peace as the country prepares for the forthcoming general elections. Speaking during a church service at All Saints United Church of Zambia UCZ Mongu, the Vice President emphasized that national development depends on harmony and togetherness among citizens. She urged citizens to remain one people, guided by respect and coexistence. Delivering the sermon, Roy Kanchele encouraged believers to remain spiritually committed and promote unity in society, while commending peaceful conduct within political leadership. The Vice President's message marked the conclusion of her official visit to Western Province. Tourism Minister Rodney Sikumba has been honored as Legislator of the Year by Safari Club International for his contributions to wildlife conservation. Zambia has also been elevated to Category 1 status in wildlife conservation by the Site Secretariat in Geneva. Speaking after receiving the award, Mr. Sikumba said the recognition reflects government reforms aimed at combating illegal wildlife trade and strengthening conservation efforts. The Zambia Chapter 1 of Safari Club International also awarded wildlife photographers for outstanding work in national parks, while Chapter President Laura Duplui highlighted programs supporting wildlife protection and enforcement training. We take our second break. On the other side, join me for sports and international news.
Your latest news.
The report was made by Mr. Abu Gujar, a 37-year-old Indian national residing in Olympia.
Top happening stories.
SDG number 6 on water and sanitation.
Community update.
Zambia and the nation at large is still mourning the death of the 6th Republican president.
Business news.
From here, there's going to be a great multiplier effect.
On the sport crossovers.
Of awaiting that the body would come back.
Kodi Mwambeleko! Very good race, and we as a country are very proud of the works that he has done.
Kodi Mwambeleko! Get in touch with our news team on the numbers on your screen. Yes, Kodi Mwambeleko. We are in your face. We are closer to you. Night TV is a footway away from you. Kodi Mwambeleko, Zambia's trusted TV broadcaster.
Welcome back. Thank you for staying tuned. We continue with the rest of the news. And sports news. In the ZPL Women National League Southern Zone, the title race has intensified as with 29 log standings show a shift at the top. Young Elite Ladies have moved up one place in the second position with 55 points, closing in on leaders Amzen and Tamanga Queens, who remain top with 56 points. Choma Warriors and FC Muza Queens are also in strong contention, but tied on 55 and 50 points respectively, as the battle for promotion tightens. With only a few matches remaining, the race for the top positions in the Southern Zone remains wide open. In international news, authorities in the United States have identified the man arrested after shots were fired inside the Washington Hotel during the White House Correspondents' Dinner as 31-year-old Cole Thomas Allen from Torrance, California. Law enforcement officials confirmed that Allen, who was a guest at the hotel, was detained by security agents after gunfire erupted inside the venue on Saturday night. Two sources told CBS News, the BBC's US partner, that the suspect allegedly told officers he intended to target officials in the Trump administration. In a Sunday interview on NBC's Meet the Press, acting US Attorney General Todd Blanche said preliminary investigations suggest the suspect may have been targeting administration officials, including President Donald Trump, though the motive remains under investigation. Police said Allen was armed with a shotgun, a handgun, and multiple knives, and that he may have assembled the weapon inside the hotel. Authorities believe he traveled from Los Angeles to Washington via Chicago before the incident. Washington Interim Police Chief Jeffrey Carroll said security officers exchanged fire with the suspect, who was not struck but was later taken to hospital for evaluation. Officials also confirmed that between 5 and 8 shots were fired, while CCTV footage reportedly shows the suspect running through the hotel as officers pursued him. U.S. Attorney for Washington Jeanine Pirro said Allen now faces charges of using a firearm during a violent crime assault and on a federal officer, and is expected to appear in federal court on Monday. BBC Verify reports that Allen, who studied mechanical engineering at Caltech and later completed a master's in computer science in 2025, worked as a teacher and game developer and had not declared political party affiliation. Investigations into his background and motive are ongoing. That note brings us to the end of the main news, but before we go, a recap of the headlines. Kalava welcomes Bangwe, Mashawa in Serenge operation. Young elite ladies climb to second in ZPL Women's Southern Zone. And suspect arrested after shots fired at Washington Hilton Hotel. Thank you for tuning in. Stay inspired.